And so we continue to look at the technical solutions that apply. To put Meyer hydrogen cell into operation, if in the previous video we looked at the first picture when we had a variable inductor, right now we'll look at the second picture when we don't have a variable inductor. Here's this picture. The yellow square shows the control center or the control unit, voltage and frequency. Moving on. The next picture shows what we have: a voltage regulator and a frequency regulator. And as you can see, there is no inductor regulator here. And accordingly, we have a graph, a voltage graph on the pulse generator. And finally, the voltage graph on Meyer's cell. This is the initial stage where we turn on our installation and set the voltage equal to 5 volts. And we see that at the output we get 50 volts to the Meyer cells, that is 50 volts. This tension is enough. The setting was made at a frequency of 0 Hz. Next one. We move on, then we move on to the setting. We begin to pick up the purity, and by selections we have established, well, let's say so conditionally. Immediately repeat all the numbers conditional. At the selection stage we established that on the frequency 15 kHz we have a voltage on the Meyer cells from 50 volts jumped to 500 volts. We got it. The resonance is on. Now what we have to do is we have to increase the voltage. So with 5 volts, we smoothly start to increase the voltages, and we found that at 12 volts. The fuel cell begins to enter the operating mode, that is, in the fuel cell on the covers, capacitors reached a voltage of thousands of volts, respectively, began to produce brown gas. I repeat all the numbers that I say are conditional. They are intended for this purpose, to understand the logic of the fuel cell. In reality, the numbers will be completely different. Let's move on to the next slide. Here we show the work already in dynamics. So we put 5 volts. Then we pick up the voltage, figure out the frequency, figure out what frequency, and we lift the tension smoothly. What is the number one technical solution? Technical solution number one is needed in order to collect statistical data, database of physical parameters. It's the voltage, the frequency, that data. We need to put together a working solution. If technical solution number one is designed to assemble a prototype, then technical solution number two. It is already designed to collect a real working object. That's all I have. Subscribe to likes, who liked to put one comment, and on this goodbye.